When you're scrolling through endless generator listings, it's easy to get dazzled by glossy photos and bold wattage claims, only to end up with a unit that sputters when you really need it. I've been there buying a portable generator that sounded perfect on paper, then realizing it was too noisy for a campsite, or the pull start was a nightmare after a long night of power loss. That frustration is why I'm breaking down the Honda EM6500S with electric start, so you can avoid the same mistake and know exactly what you're getting before you click Add to Cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the category itself. Portable generators are the unsung heroes of home backup, job site power, and off-grid adventures, but they sit at a crossroads of competing priorities: raw wattage, fuel consumption, noise level, and how easy they are to start when you're already exhausted. The market is flooded with big power units that are either heavy, noisy, or require a frantic pull on a corded starter. In the real world, the most useful generator is the one that turns on with a single button, runs long enough on a single tank, and doesn't scare the dog or the neighbors. Honda's reputation for reliability is the first thing that draws attention to the EM6500S. Unlike a lot of cheaper Chinese-made options that can be temperamental, Honda's engines have a long track record in everything from lawn mowers to marine applications. That heritage translates into a smoother, more consistent power output, which matters if you're running sensitive electronics like a home security system or a laptop while the grid is down. The electric start on this model eliminates the dreaded pull the rope until the engine coughs routine. You just turn the key, press the start button, and the generator comes alive. For anyone who's ever tried to start a generator in the dark with cold hands, that's a genuine quality of life upgrade. Now, let's look at how the EM6500S behaves in everyday scenarios. Imagine a summer storm knocks out power in a suburban neighborhood. You've got a refrigerator, a few lights, and a medical device that needs continuous power. The EM6500S provides enough continuous wattage to keep those essentials running, and its surge capacity can handle the initial kick of a refrigerator compressor without tripping. Because the unit is an inverter-style generator, the electricity it produces is clean and stable, meaning you won't damage delicate electronics with voltage spikes a concern many cheap generators overlook. For contractors, the generator's 6,500-watt rating means you can plug in a table saw, a compressor, and a small welder simultaneously, and still have headroom for a laptop charger or a work light. The electric start shines here, too. After a long day on site, you can fire up the machine without wrestling with a pull cord. The fuel tank holds enough gasoline for roughly 8 to 10 hours at half load, which is respectable for a unit this size. That runtime lets you get through a typical workday without needing a midday fuel stop, saving both time and the hassle of hauling extra cans. If you're the type who enjoys weekend camping, the EM6500S can serve as a reliable backup for a portable fridge, a couple of lights, and maybe a small TV. The noise level is lower than many comparable gas generators, roughly 58 decibels at a quarter load, which is about as loud as a normal conversation. While it's not whisper quiet, it's far less intrusive than the 70-plus decibel roar you'd hear from a typical 6000-watt unit, and many campers find that difference makes the night feel more campy rather than construction site. The electric start also means you won't be fumbling for a rope in the dark, which is a subtle but real comfort when you're trying to keep the campsite peaceful. No product is without its trade-offs, and the EM6500S is no exception. The first thing you'll notice is the weight. At around 200 pounds, it's not something you'll casually toss into a car trunk and drive to the next job. It does come with wheels and a folding handle, which help you roll it onto a trailer or into a garage, but you'll still need a vehicle capable of handling the load. If you're looking for a featherlight model you can carry up a hill, this isn't it. The second consideration is price. Honda's engineering and brand premium put the EM6500S in a higher price bracket than many competitors offering similar wattage. For buyers whose budget is tight, the upfront cost can feel steep, even though the long-term reliability may offset that expense over several years. Another nuance that only becomes clear after a few weeks of use is the fuel consumption at full load. When you push the generator to its